Hi guys, I don't really know how to start these kind of videos. It's been a while since I've done just a piece to camera without any music, any gameplay in the background. And normally when it kind of happens that I've got something on my mind that I need to talk to you guys about. Now, I may not have failed to escape your notice that there's been a giant global pandemic going on. Crazy shit, right? Now, that impacted a lot of people, and it impacted me in that before I had a pretty, I wouldn't say stable, but I had a pretty good schedule of getting at least 5 to 7 videos a week up on YouTube. Now, since the pandemic's hit, it's meant that my kids have been home more. And if you know me, you know that YouTube isn't my full-time job. YouTube is my part-time little hobby that I do in my spare time. The problem is, I've not had any spare time. So there's me sitting there thinking, right, the schools are going back here in the UK on the 8th of March, or went back on the 8th of March. Brilliant. I could crack down. I could get home from the school run. I could get on with recordings. I mean, yes, to myself, that's a really good romantic idea. But then you also forget there's a lot of other things I have to do as well, and that I can't just spend all my time recording videos. What it's boiled down to is it's boiled down to me having about half an hour to an hour a day to get some recording done in. And there comes the main problem. If I've only got half an hour to an hour a day, that's great. I can actually get some recording done in that. If everything goes to plan. I've had a lot of issues with, let's just put it that my computer is now becoming a piece of ancient technology that could sit quite nicely in a museum and people look at it and go, wow, that's how we used to live. And that's not one's fault. It's just the way things are. I can't afford to buy a new PC. It's just the way things are. So I'm recording things that I can, when I can, and it's a difficult process, especially when my brain now sees that half hour to an hour I've allotted time as you're going to be stressed out for that half hour to an hour because A, I'm worried the recording is going to fail. B, is someone going to knock at the door and ruin the recording in the middle of it? C, is the game actually going to be any good and actually worth recording? And it just stresses me out beyond belief. And it's not a good mindset to have. When you do YouTube, you have to do it for fun. Because God only knows, unless you're in that top 1%, it doesn't pay any money, really. It doesn't. And when the fun has been stripped back, you're left with something that feels like a chore. And you know me, if you've been here long enough, you know I'm honest. And you know that the way I run this channel is I like to keep you all involved. And you know that I like to try and keep you guys as involved or as in the know as possible. I'm a very open book, very honest. I just, I don't want to tell it like it is. And the basic gist of the things is I'm just not having fun at the moment. I'm really not. As I said, YouTube just feels like a chore. And I could sit here and say, oh, well, I could sit here and I can also say, well, the numbers aren't great. And there's part of my brain that's been now conditioned to just ignore the numbers. But when you've been so stressed out making something, and this is not a dig at everybody, I promise you, hand on heart, this is not a dig at everybody subscribed to this channel. It is purely me. And that's not, I know how that sounds. That's it's not you, it's me. But in this situation, it all comes down to motivation. And it all comes down to willpower. And over the last year of constant lockdowns, it's just dragged everybody back to the point where everybody's stress levels are so high. I know so many people who are so stressed at the moment for the stupidest things, and things people used to love have just become a source of just negativity. And that's not me saying that YouTube's a negative place, but in my mind at the moment, when I try and sit and record, I heap the pressure on myself. Just heap it on. Like, this video has to be good. The quality has to be good. The game has to be good. Is this worth my time? Is this worth everybody's time who's watching? Is it And it feels like it's become, as I said, a chore, not a hobby, a fun activity that you pour your time into and love and enjoy. And I think, for me, and I don't want to sit here and say I want to step back, because part of me also just wants to stick my nose to the grindstone and just get the fuck on with it. So I don't think I'm going to sit here and turn away from YouTube and say, no, that's it. It's not fun. I'm stepping away. I think what I've got to do, and I think what everyone has to do, is just take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on myself. And just say to myself, do I feel like recording today? No, I don't. Then I'm not going to record. And I know that's a horrible thing, because YouTube literally requires you to bang videos every day. Like, this channel will probably suffer. This channel will probably wither. But this channel isn't anything, and this is going to sound really egotistical, this channel isn't anything unless I'm recording the videos for it. If I'm not recording the videos, there is no channel. And so if I'm at the point where I feel like I don't want to anymore, that's a bad thing. And I'm getting to that point. I'll be honest, thoughts have come into my head of just completely kicking the whole YouTube thing to the curb and saying, no, that's it. I've had enough. But I'm also really stubborn. I'm really stubborn. So that's not going to happen. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil this down to, I'm not taking a break. I'm not taking a break. I'm just going to see how I go. And I'm just going to upload what I feel like, when I feel like doing it. And just see YouTube as a bit of fun again. And if there comes a time where I've got more opportunity to upload things on a more regular schedule, then I will. I don't feel like deleting the channel or getting rid of all the work I've put in over the last 5 years to get to this point. We're over 5,500 subscribers now, which is, for me, it's crazy, because I never thought we'd get that far. So to me, there's that part of me that wants to drag on and say, no, look at what you've done. Look at how far you've come. Push on. Keep going. Because that's just who I am. And that's what I want to do. But I also can't drag my mental health through the dirt to do it. Do you know what I mean? I can't destroy myself. This sounds so overdramatic. It's not meaning that way, but I can't destroy myself to get to that point, because then what's the point? Surely, if you get successful from something, it should be doing something that you enjoy and you're having fun with. Because again, money's great. Money's wonderful. But again, does it really, buy happiness? That's such a cliche thing. Because yes, money buys nice things, but it doesn't fix what's up here. You can't buy good mental health. Look at, God knows the amount of really well-off, famous people who have been so depressed that they've turned to substance abuse and suicide and things like that. And I don't want to go down that path. If success means that, then I don't know if I want success. I've got a family to think about. I've got myself to think about. Okay, this is just me being overdramatic. Let's just be perfectly honest. This is me being overdramatic. This is purely down to, it's a motivational issue. And it's an issue with many different facets to it. There's the technological issue of my PC aging to the point where modern games just don't run well. Trying to run OBS with modern games, it's not going to happen. If I had a beast of a PC, then yeah, I think I could just crank shit out as quick as I could. I could render quicker. I could play games better. I could play literally anything. Literally anything. But I have to be so selective now because I can't run everything. In the background, there's a whole thing where If the game runs on Unreal Engine, I can't record it. I don't know why. I've tried fixing it. I'm pretty technical minded. I've looked into all the settings, and I think it's just that my PC is that old. That's about it. And yes, I do have a PS5. I do have a capture card, but it seems like the games that I want to play just don't do very well. And again, like, let's go back to numbers, but you guys just don't want to watch that kind of stuff. I think you guys here are kind of subscribed for more of the indie horror scene that you get from the likes of Itch.io and Game Jolt and those kind of things. And you don't want to watch me playing, like, Resident Evil. Well, that's the impression I get anyway. Because every time I've made a video from those kind of things, they just don't do well. Indie games on this channel do really well. Like, they like double the numbers of views and likes and comments and everything from the indie scene. But anything that's more well-known, nope. You guys just don't want to know. And that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that is the audience I've built up. And there's nothing wrong with that. So what I've decided to do is, as I said, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do what's best for me. If I see something that I feel I can record, and I've got the time to record it, then goddamn it, I will record it. For everything else, I'm just going to stream it. And that's something I haven't mentioned, and I'm leaving it towards the end, because honestly, I found streaming to be more fun. I could just, like, people can walk in the room. My wife can walk in the room, and I don't feel like I've ruined my video by having to edit that part out. And, oh, I was in the middle of a cutscene when the doorbell went. Oh God, I've ruined the entire video now. When I'm streaming, I just relax. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's because I'm so strict on myself. I'd make a good, like, director. I'm so fucking strict when it comes to, like, you know, setting the recording up to be perfect. And I'm having fun just playing shit games. And not all of them are shit. Like, we played The Evil Within this last week, and I finished that yesterday. Not yesterday, day before. God, I'm losing track of days. So I replayed The Evil Within. I'm now currently checking out Tormented. I'm now currently checking out Remothered Tormented Fathers. My God, that's a weird game, but I just don't think people on YouTube would want to watch it, to be honest. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you want to see me upload those stream bits, then just let me know. But from all of the analytical kind of look at everything, you guys just don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. If it's not from Itch.io or Game Jolt, you don't want to watch it. But I'm having fun playing those kind of things. I like just being able to put a game on and just chill with it and have fun with it. Because isn't that at the end of the day what this is all about? About having fun. This is my hobby. Hobbies are fun things you do, not things that make you sad. You know, that's just it. Yeah, I really don't know at this point what the future holds for this channel. I genuinely don't know. The future is so cloudy and murky for so many things in my head at the moment. And I'm just going to have to ride with it. I'm just going to ride with it. I'm just going to take each day as it comes. And I'm just going to see how I go. Because if I try and put too much pressure on myself, and if I try and plan for an eventuality that doesn't happen, it's just going to make me sad. I'll be honest, it just will. To those of you that are still here and watching at this point, thank you. I really do appreciate your support. It really does mean the world to me that you are here and that you are taking time out of your day to watch something that I've made. It really does mean a lot, and I really appreciate you for that. And I'm going to stop saying appreciate because I need to think of other words. But honestly, my brain is just a mess at the moment. It really is. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say other than I've spent most of the time staring at my microphone and not at you, because there's part of me that's kind of ashamed that I'm making this video in the first place. Because as I said, in my head, it's telling me right now, get on with it. Just deal with it. Just fucking record something. Do it. Doesn't matter how you feel afterwards. Just get it out there for people. You're letting them down. Why are you letting people down? If you don't upload every day, you're letting everyone down. As I said, this is just what goes through my head. And I want to be honest about it. And I want to talk about it. And I want it to be okay to talk about it. Because, let's be perfectly honest, people my age I'm in my early 30s now. People my age, men don't really talk about their feelings. They don't. They just don't. And I want it to be a norm. I want it to be okay. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I'm actually rambling now. Thank you for your support. I genuinely mean that. If you do want to watch my shitty streams, feel free to come over to https:/twitch.tv/Kazaboom. Everything Kazaboom. You can follow me on social media. Kazaboom, where I shitpost and that kind of stuff on Twitter. Instagram, Kazaboom. All the other links is literally everything. If you want to find me, just type Kazaboom into it and it will be me 100% of the time. It's why I changed the name of the channel at the end of the day. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support. As I said, I don't know what the future holds for this channel. I really don't. But I hope you're here to see it through with me. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you again soon.